Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart has been out for a few months now, meaning eagle-eyed players have had time to spot some pretty cool Easter eggs. While I can't claim to have found every secret the game has to offer, here's my rundown of 25 things you may have missed on your first playthrough. These are in no particular order, other than I tried to leave what I thought were the most interesting ones for the end. Let's get started. What's good, everybody? Let's get right into the list with number 25, A Tale of Two Lombaxes. If you've played this game at all, you definitely noticed Ratchet and Rivet both have tails. What you may not have realized is that Rivet having a tail is inconsistent with series history. According to a radio broadcast from A Crack in Time, female Lombaxes are not supposed to have tails. Either the writing team forgot about this, or they decided it didn't matter. New dimension, new rules. Number 24, Clank breathes a sigh of relief. If you visit Nefarious City after Ratchet reunites with Clank, you may get this voice line.
Now I can finally experience the city without the threat of being kidnapped.
We're glad Clank is breathing easier. Now if only we could figure out a way to repair his arm and his legs. Number 23, The Return of Megacorp.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
Returning players may remember Megacorp as the weapon and ammo manufacturer from Going Commando's Bogon Galaxy. Apparently, the corporation had more staying power and a bigger presence in Rift Apart's alternate dimension version of the Polaris Galaxy. Their logo can be seen on TVs scattered throughout Nefarious City. However, there are still no signs of eccentric Megacorp CEO Abercrombie Fizzwidget.
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
Number 22, You Can Talk to Maynard. Running up to the Mortis Helper bot presents players with an option to strike up a conversation with him.
How's it floating, Maynard?
He's a lousy conversationalist. Number 21, Qwark's blaster still runs hot. Captain Qwark's storyline in A Crack in Time started with him being interviewed on the set of his movie titled My Blaster Runs Hot. As players moved through that game's story, they learned the movie had an arcade game based on the movie, which was its own playable minigame. Lo and behold, a version of the arcade game appears to be a popular fixture at Zurkie's bar. Number 20, Best Friend Remembered. If you return to Blizar Prime after completing the planet in the story, you may be greeted by Jimbot and the Chief Engineer, who remember how you helped to save their planet.
Thank you again for your help. I mean, there were some terrifying bits, but eventually you helped. Glad it all worked out.
Identified. Best friend.
Engaging,
Hello.
charming accent.
Happy noises.
Hi! Hi, Jim.
Sad noises. Goodbye.
Cool it, Jimbot. Nobody likes you when you're clingy. Number 19, Juice on the Loose. Upon returning to Cordelion, players may be greeted with both Juices running around playing with each other. Well, isn't that cute? Number 18, A New Hope. Players coming face to face with the Fixer after completing the Torren 4 missions may find that he has a new lease on life.
I am the Fixer. I am not broken. I am not fixed. But I am working on it.
Number 17, Hypocritical Pirates. When players first try to escape Ardolis with Captain Quantum, they are met with fierce resistance from Quantum's pirate crew. After Quantum is defeated, the pirates announce they are honoring the late captain.
Dolus be closed today in memory of our dearly departed Captain Quantum.
Sure, let's forget the part where you tried to kill him. Makes sense. Number 16, What are you in for? When Rivet arrives at Zordoom prison, her main objective is to free Ratchet, Clank, and Kit. If the player slows down near the cells where Clank is being held, there's an opportunity to talk to the prisoners being held captive.
Definitely not Clank.
Yo, we decided to, stop killing you. Mind letting us out?
Shh.
No, she's thinking about it.
Have you seen someone who looks like me? No?
You'd best not be after me, booty.
Not a chance.
Number 15, So Happy Together. If you had music turned on when Ratchet and Clank first approached Ardolis, you would have heard the turtles singing the song So Happy Together. What you may not have considered is what this implies. Are the writers sneakily suggesting that you and I live in the same dimension as Rivet? This marks the first time I'm aware of that music from the real world has crossed over into the Ratchet and Clank series, and it occurs in an alternate dimension from where the previous games have taken place. Someone check with NASA to see if they've seen signs of Lombax's life anywhere. Number 14, Jukebox Hero. Don't like what song is playing in Zurkie's bar? Go over to the jukebox and change the song. You can unlock additional selections by gathering gold bolts. Number 13, Evacuate the Dance Floor. Found a song you like on the jukebox? Express yourself by showing off some dance moves for the patrons. Number 12, This is my everyday arm. You ever wondered if Superman has a closet full of his hero getup? Not to be outdone, Rivet keeps a few spare arms laying around her apartment, for a rainy day. Number 11, This is a violence-free zone. You ever wondered where your guns go when you entered Zurkie's? As soon as you walk through the door, they're automatically teleported to these empty slots behind the glass. Not sure why it took me so long to notice this, but it did. Number 10, My brain hurts. Confused by a puzzle section? Want to get back to the action instead of playing as Clank? Hit pause and skip the puzzle sections entirely. If you watched me struggle through the puzzles on my playthrough, you're probably wishing I had taken advantage of this. Number 9, Insurance Policy. We all know the bar is a weapons-free area, but did you notice the bouncer keeps a dart gun behind the counter? Heck of a lot of good that will do if anyone gets their hands on my RYNO back here. Number 8, You're going to wear that? A number of armor sets in the game reference past installments in the series. The Captain Starshield set calls back to Deadlocked. The Galactic Ranger set references the 2016 reimagining of the original Ratchet and Clank. And the Q-Force armor is a reference to, of course, the Q-Force from Up Your Arsenal.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, and Helga, welcome to the Q-Force.
Butt scratching not included.
Years ago, I single-handedly defeated Dr. Nefarious, but like a rash on the galaxy's backside, he has flared up again.
Number 7, We Meet Again. The alien race known as the Blarg served as the bad guys in the original Ratchet and Clank. We see members of their race walking around the loading platforms of the Scarstu debris field. Their leader was Chairman Drek, who got turned into a sheep in Ratchet and Clank 2016. He's less intimidating now than he used to be. Number 6, Papa's got a brand new dome. Returning players may remember Ratchet cracking Nefarious' helmet during the events of A Crack in Time. He also had the cracked helmet in the follow-up, All for One. Sometime between the events of All for One and Rift Apart, Nefarious got a new casing for the gears that make up his brain. Number 5, Zany to the Max.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max.
The voices of Skid and Phantom are provided by Jess Harnell. The voice actor has done numerous characters over the years, but is perhaps best known for providing the voice of Wacko Warner from the Animaniacs cartoon series. Talk about range, but don't expect the Ratchet and Clank themed version of the 50 States Capital theme song anytime soon.
Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio.
Number 4, Angela Who? Rivet offers some insight on what Angela Cross has been up to since we saw her last in Going Commando. Upon returning to Zordoom prison, Rivet suggests she once broke out of the prison alongside Angela, presumably the same Angela who first entered the series in 2003.
Last time I broke out of this place was with Angela. Haven't seen her in a long time.
Number 3, Ripping the Past a New One. If you're quick to go into photo mode, you can get a closer look at the relics that pop through the rifts when you fire the RYNO. There's a little something for multiple fan bases here, as references from Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and the Uncharted series all make an appearance. No sheep were harmed in the making of this video. Number 2, the human element. You probably found at least one Craiggerbear collectible on your playthrough. What you may not have realized is these were placed in the game in memory of the late Craig Goodman, a longtime employee at Insomniac Games who worked on Ratchet and Clank, Sunset Overdrive, and Spider-Man. He unfortunately died in October 2019, and the company chose to memorialize him through these collectibles in Rift Apart. Number 1, the human element, Part 2. Longtime series fans are probably familiar with Dan Johnson Easter eggs scattered throughout these games. Dan was another Insomniac Games employee who unfortunately died and has been remembered in Insomniac Games through their products for years. Johnson has appeared as a playable character which players could unlock, as well as appearing as a so-called Snow Dan. In Rift Apart, he appears as an action figure behind Mr. Zircon's bar. And there's my list. What did you think? Did you find all of these things in Rift Apart? Did you find some I missed? Either way, thank you for watching, and until next time, make it count.